Hello everyone, editing me here. I can't remember if in my TBR video I mentioned that I was going to put more book content on this channel. I just have been going back and forth and I've finally decided I am. And it's not going to be a ton. I'm going to do it on like as extra videos throughout the week. But I just wanted to come on here and mention that because I did have a separate channel for book content, but I just want to put it all together. I wanted to put it all together because I just felt like, you know, this channel is supposed to represent me and my walk with God, and that just involves every part of my life, not just my faith but everything, because I think your faith and what you believe affects every aspect of your life. This channel's not just about Bible journaling and Bible note taking and tips and tricks like that. It's, you know, just how God's working in my life. And so I wanted to share with you guys books. I did mention in my goals video that I wanted to read 100 books, so I do want to just keep up with that and show you guys things. I also wanted to mention one more book that I forgot to mention in that video because it hadn't arrived yet, but I ordered it with the rest of the books, and it's 7 Secrets Women Want to Know by P.B. Wilson. And I know I mentioned P.B. Wilson in my TBR for Liberated Through Submission. Great book, great author. I think her reading style is very easy to get through and it's very straightforward, so I really do enjoy her. And yeah, this one is a faith-based book. You're going through 7 biblical principles to help you soar to new heights of joy and fulfillment. It's one extra book. This is a huge haul. So if you guys want to see all the books that I bought in the month of January, then just keep watching. Hello everyone and welcome back. So today's video is going to be a book haul. Recently, I've just bought a lot of books. I ordered a lot on Amazon, picked up quite a few at a bookstore, and I figured I'd share them with you because I'm really excited about them and I want to read them. So hopefully we can get through some of them this month and we'll see. I've been doing a decent job at reading this month, much better than January. So yeah, so I'll start with this book. This is a book I picked up at Ollie's. I don't know if everyone has an Ollie's. I don't know. It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a store and they have this book for $5 and it's called The Girl Behind the Red Rope by Ted Decker and Rachel Decker. I don't know, and it just seemed kind of interesting. It's definitely more of a suspense thriller type of book. Her and others from a religious community are hidden in Tennessee, and there is this red rope that, you know, her older brother decides to question the arrival of like people that finally been able to get to them. So now they start questioning society and we'll see what happens. This is only $5, so I wanted to pick it up. It seemed super interesting and different than what I normally read, so I wanted to give it a try. So that's what we're doing here. The next 4 books I got at a bookstore yesterday. My cousins and I went to a Christian bookstore to figure out what we're going to do for our next Bible study. Not all of these books are Christian books or by Christian authors, just throwing it out there. This book that I picked up is called The Sword and the Song, and it's actually part of a series, and this one's actually the 3rd book, so I need to go and buy the first 2 because it actually seems really interesting. And it's basically about, they're a group of brothers. There's some powerful darkness going on. I looked up what the first book was about before I ordered this book, or before I bought this book, just to see if I would be interested in the series, and it did seem really interesting. Basically, one of the brothers, can't remember if it's like he's not for whatever his family's doing, but falls in love with like the enemy's sister or whatever. So that's a terrible explanation, but that's what we got. So this is the 3rd book, and I am going to order the first 2. The next 2 books I picked up were by Dee Henderson. I've mentioned her before. I actually read one of her books in January, and I'm working on the second one. I can't remember if it was on this channel or another channel that I mentioned it, but these are standalone books. So the first one that I picked up was Taken. So it's basically about a girl who was abducted when she was younger and getting back into society, but this is definitely more of a Christian thriller suspense type of book. So it's called Taken by Dee Henderson, and then the other one, it's called Unspoken. This is another sort of abduction type of novel. Yeah, so it's another abduction where they find her and then that stuff. It also seems like it is a romance. So if you're interested in some sort of suspense type of Christian novel, looking for something a little bit more, I guess, clean, those might be good options. I haven't read them, so I can't tell you, but they are based, if you like crime and suspense, they are based like with FBI investigation type books. The next book I picked up was this commentary on the book of Galatians in the Bible. It's a Christ-centered exposition exalting Jesus in Galatians. So this is they have different commentaries on different books of the Bible. This is the one that we're going to be doing for our Bible study, so we all picked one up. This commentary is different than normal commentaries because it's less knowledge, more written like a book. So I needed to clarify, there is still knowledge in this book, in this commentary, but it's just not like a book that's giving you the knowledge only. It's written more in a book form, so it's easier to read and just kind of flows differently than a normal commentary. So yeah, so with that, I also had ordered on Amazon the Exodus one because it's just where I'm going to be focusing my time when reading the Bible this year. So I wanted to have something that I can reference. Other books that I ordered from Amazon are Normal People by Sally Rooney. I just hear everyone talking about it and I want to be part of the crowd. I want to know what this book's about. I want to see if it's worth it. So I did pick this one up. And then I also picked up Verity by Colleen Hoover, just because I hear everyone talk about Colleen Hoover and I wanted to try one of her books. And this one's also different for me. It's more of a suspense thriller type books. And it just sounds interesting. It's about a woman who's going to finish being, she's going to be like the ghostwriter for this author to get her book finished. And then she finds, she uncovers like an unfinished autobiography by the woman whose name is Verity. And that's what the book is called. I don't remember if I said that. And yeah, so it's just about that. And I'm interested to see how this turns out. I just have heard a lot of people talk about it and I'm interested. It's different than what I normally read, so I think it'll be good. I bought this at BJ's, not at Amazon, but it's called The Twin. This kind of reminds me of a Lifetime suspense movie. You know, there's always an evil twin and a good twin. There's always an evil twin and a good twin, so it just really reminded me of a cheesy Lifetime suspense type movie that, you know, it's very predictable and very cringy, but you just keep watching. That's what this book reminded me of, so I picked it up. And this is by Natasha Preston. The next book I picked up was Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. I've never read it. I know about the book. I know everyone's opinions about the book, about the movie, and I want to make my own opinions. So it's a really big book, and I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, everyone seems to have an opinion about this book, and I want to form my own. I think it's easy to just listen to what other people say. And granted, I think there are warnings that I think people should heed towards it, depending, because this is a Christian book, fiction book, loosely based on a book of the Bible. So if you're a Christian, you prefer to read certain things, or prefer not to read certain things, or certain like trigger warnings, I think this book does have that, from what I've gotten from other people's opinions. And then there's other people that say that it really helped them through certain things, but I think everyone needs to make their own opinions. Not necessarily saying everyone needs to read a book to form that opinion, but, you know, proceed with caution, because everyone has different tastes, everyone has different convictions. So the next book I picked up, Church History in Plain Language, because I wanted to learn more about church history. But this book is huge. Yeah, it's ginormous. Someone actually recommended this book on one of my other videos, and it's a thick one. So we'll see when I get into this, because this is going to take a while. I can like tell, because it's a big book. It is over 500. It's about 500 pages, a little over 500 pages. So it's a big book. The next book I got is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. I don't remember how I got this book recommendation. So basically, sorry if you can hear the dog. It's basically about a woman who murders her husband and then never speaks again. Amazon's here. But this book, it's basically about a woman who murders her husband and then never speaks again. Yeah, never speaks again. And so there's a criminal psychotherapist who is captivated by her story and wants to figure out more. So we're going to dwell. So we're going to get into her story and figure out what exactly is going on and why she killed her husband. And yeah, it just seems, a lot of these books are different than what I normally read. I normally read romance books or romantic comedies, contemporary romance, things like that. So a lot of these books are not that. Then I bought these books forever ago, right? Oh, they're dusty. This book is called Lake Success by Gary... What? Sir, I can't read this. Okay. I have no idea why I picked up this book because it doesn't seem like something I want to read. We'll see. We'll see if I ever get to this. I don't see myself picking this up anytime soon. Don't really know what's going on through my head when I bought it. I probably was just in a buying mood. The next book that I picked up is Seventh Decimate by Stephen R. Donaldson. And it's like a fantasy-based book. Yes, it's a series. I don't know which number. I think it's like the second or third book in a series. And I was going to go and buy the other books and haven't because I literally haven't even pulled these out of the bag. I bought these like a couple months ago. This one is called The Fate of the Tierling. This is also another series book, but they were like $5 at Barnes & Nobles, and they're all hardcovers, and you don't find hardcovers for like $5. This one's another series, The Fate of the Tierling, by Erica Johansson. Sure. I need to read the other ones before I can even get to this. And then this one is called Terry Goodkind. No, lies. That is the author. This book is called Shroud of Eternity. Sister of Darkness, the Cincy Chronicles, Volume 2. So this is the second book. Again, it was about $5. Am I even showing you guys the cover? That's what it is. It's a big book. It's another fantasy type book. Apparently, I wanted to read those when I was at the store, and I thought they were interesting, but clearly never even took them out the bag. So we'll see if we get to them. I need to buy the first ones to be able to read these books, so we'll see if we ever get there. So that concludes the books that I've bought. There's a lot of books here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books that I've bought just within the last week, plus these 4, so that's 16 books. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more updates about these books and what I read and what I enjoy, then definitely subscribe to my channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read any of these videos down below. Are they worth it? Did you enjoy them? Do you think I'll enjoy them? So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.